Okay, we are going to do this low budget, low budget. Because my studio right now, you will see it. If you follow the channel, you see it, that it's actually, it's under maintenance, let's say. So I don't feel so much comfortable because there's a lot of mess around. So I don't feel comfortable to film there. So even my art videos, small business videos, are on hold. So please have some patience for me. But I've been postponing this. It's been like, I believe, a week, and I first saw probably Fat Sajak and Magdalena that did a reaction to this video, and I'm talking about the video, the newest video of Gabbie Hanna. So I didn't watch it. I don't follow the channel. It also doesn't pop up like the channel, even if I watched some of her content for videos. It doesn't pop up. I don't know if she is not being recommended by the YouTube algorithm. I don't know, but still, this is a thing that I wanted to bring up because I believe it's kind of weird. So yeah, so I have my phone here. We're going to do this low budget, almost zero editing. We're going to react to this video because I really wanted to do it. And probably tomorrow we're going to continue the Tanakon series. If you don't know, I am watching for the first time. I watched already the Shane Dawson series on the Tanakon because I wasn't online. I didn't know anything about that. We already watched the 3 episodes, and now I am going to watch the video of Tana Mojo herself, and then we're going to watch some videos and some takes from the Michael Beast guy, also known as the Segway guy, to finish the series, honestly. And I had fun doing this, and I will do this also for many other series. If you have some suggestion, leave it below. So yeah, I'm going to look for her channel right now live. Okay, so this video, it's called, I don't know why it translated automatically in Italian, but it's called I Had Another Dream, I believe. So yeah, let me start it. Oh, she has the monetization. Good to know. By the way, this is being published 6 days ago and it's sitting at 10k views, 300 likes. Wait, maybe this is because there's the light pointing. Let's see, like this. Like this. Yeah. Who am I to talk about ratio? Who am I? Okay, there's the advertisement. Okay. Wait.
Last night, and it made me feel so.
Is she filming
I had another spiritual dream last.
Oh my god. The start is already something. Is she filming into the closet? This is interesting. Okay, I'm going to hold the phone like this, like a first-timer YouTuber, and we're going to watch it. So I'm going to...
Hi. So I had another spiritual dream last night, and it made me feel so good, and I just wanted to share it. This one really stuck out to me, and the timing of it was very interesting. As somebody, what is happening? Can somebody explain the science of why this is happening? I'm just filming on my selfie screen on my iPhone.
There's a reflection on the selfie screen?
Are y'all seeing that?
Oh my god.
Anyway,
she's going to say,
okay, so
like, it's angels or something. I'm sorry, Gabby. Sorry. It's just the fact that she's able to say something like this, so she didn't. Okay.
Last night my friend came over and we talked for like hours just about everything that's going on in our life.
Good.
And at the end of it, she was like, okay, we got to pray together. And she scooted toward me. We just like held hands and we were just like praying, right? And then she had said to me,
honestly, FYI, if you don't know, if you are not, did I have some? Oh no, it's the stars here. Sorry. I'm not a Christian. I am not religious at all, but I don't care about, like, do whatever makes you happy. But as I said in the other video, I'm going to remember to link it somewhere here. I believe that in some ways she's using religion to excuse herself in her past actions and excuse also her some phrases, some behaviors, let's say, not only actions but also behaviors and thoughts and words, which is a method, in my opinion, all this is my opinion, to not take accountability basically, and to dismiss, honestly, dismiss. So as long as, like, what she's saying here, I see no harms. Like, it's good that she talks with her friend, like, you do you, that they pray together, even if I'm not. It's like, I don't know, I do, I don't know, I have chit chats with my friends and we have some, I don't know, aperitivo together, but they pray, same, perfect, okay, fine. So just an FYI, okay? Let's move on.
a couple times throughout our like chat, I don't know, I feel like you should fast. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to tell you that. And I was like, I feel like you're supposed to tell me that too, because I keep trying to fast and then I keep giving up. The last time I was gonna fast for Easter. So I was gonna do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then break my fast on Easter. And we ended up going to sushi on Saturday night. And
FYI, I don't know if it's common elsewhere, but in Italy, I remember when I was young, me and my family, we were frequently members of the church. I also used to teach into, like, Sunday to kids for, you know, the communion after the baptism. How do you call that? Well, that. So yeah, we were going, but right now I am unbaptized, so I deleted my baptism into the adulthood. So when I was more aware of everything, but in Italy it's common. It was not so much is common to skip meat on Friday, mostly before Easter, and to fast, it's not that common in Italy, I believe. At least I didn't heard of people, like, there's one thing called the actual translation is like little flower. In Italian it's called fioretto, which is basically something that you love to do, to eat, to drink, whatever, and you give it to God until Easter, or until, also it's common until Christmas, and you do it for, no, it's common in 40 days before Easter, yeah. I remember one year my mom did this fioretto. So basically you don't eat or drink this in order to be more spiritual, connected to God. And she did it one year with Nutella. So she didn't eat Nutella for 40 days, sorry, until Easter. So, but to fast, I don't know if it's pretty common, just a FYI.
it was like amazing, but like I didn't fast, right? So my friend says to me, I just feel like I'm supposed to tell you that you should fast. And I was like, I think you're right. So I made the decision that I was gonna fast, right? I go.
The important question, I believe, it's why you're telling me this? Okay, maybe it's related to their conversation. I don't know. I will ask why you want me to do that. It's just me, maybe. You?
Bed. I have one of those dreams, if you know, you know, and I wake up and I right away say to God, that was a spiritual dream, wasn't it? Ear starts ringing. Okay, locked in. I said, Holy Spirit, help me to interpret this dream. This was the dream, and then this was the interpretation. By the way, all the other things going on in life and like the lessons, even the verse of the day right now on the Bible app are like aligning with this. So of course it like makes so much sense, right? I'm in a building, a very tall building with glass windows. The best thing that I can like liken it to is at the University of Pittsburgh, there's the towers, and that.
Wait a damn minute. Okay, so something that happens often is when you think, like, for example, there was a time where I was thinking often to my cat and to moments with him, like, day by day, I was thinking about him and I was talking about him and I was looking at pictures. So if you I am no expert on this, but I believe there are studies on this. Maybe it's like the subconscious or shit like that. If you think often about something, someone, somewhere, like another time I was thinking so much to go and travel to India, and I was looking at flights and places. I had a whole map of places that I wanted to visit, and I ended up in one instance dreaming about my cat, and in one instance dreaming about India. So I don't understand also the fact of this is the interpretation of who. Like, I know that I I thought that these dreams, as much as they can be pleasant or horrible, like the one for my cat, because he's not here anymore. So I either can dream of him being here and waking up that he's not here, so it's sad, or maybe I can dream about the last moments that he had. It's horrible either way. About India was pretty pleasant because I was there basically in my dreams. But yeah, interpretation of whom, what, where, what. So I don't understand why we need to. I really want to respect the discourse around religion and God. At the same time, I can say why every time something happens into the life of people who are biggest believers, believers, that made me think about Justin Bieber, sorry. They really believe and they are really religious, etc. Why you always need to give a religious answer instead of a critical thinking answer, a rational answer? I don't understand that. And maybe you can correlate this discourse around religion and critical thinking. There's a way, I believe, but it's like tone deaf. It's like being tone. I don't know. Maybe. What do I know? I don't know.
That's where the freshmen stay. Like there's 3 freshman doors, tower A, B, and C.
Okay, big
it's a really
building.
tall tower, and when you look down, there's like this concrete commons area, right? So I'm at the top of this tower, only it's like a full glass window, and I'm naked, and I'm like standing naked in this window, and I look down, and there's this cop car that's trying to come into the commons area, and there's this wave of water, which makes no sense, right? But it's a dream. And there's just this wave. And there's all these people in the commons area, and nobody's paying attention to anything that's going on. So I see this cop car is getting ready to rev into the commons area through the wave. And I'm watching, and I'm like, okay, obviously this car is not going.
Wait, what? This is more interesting than I thought it would be. We started talking about you wanted to fast, and then now you what? it's a dream. It's a dream. Okay, one night I dreamt about flying on a big turtle, a turtle who was flying. So who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? I'm really interested in this. I'm really curious, let's say.
To be able to drive through this water. So he's urgent, he's trying to get in, he drives into it, and of course he starts hydroplaning, and now he's just straight up floating, like he's revving the engine, the tires are spinning, nothing's happening, and then a huge wave comes and just like wipes him out. The car goes flying. I'm looking around, nobody's noticing, nobody's caring. So I throw on my robe, I'm running downstairs, and I'm looking around like, where's the car? Like, is this guy okay? And I hear this voice say, just come inside for 15 minutes, everything's gonna be okay. And I'm still looking around like, is anybody like seeing this? Does anybody care? And I turn around and I see this very, very large security guard. Like, I'm talking like 8, 9, 10 feet tall, but he just looks like a regular guy, and he's in security guard garb, and there's an open door right next to him, and he's just standing there super casually like this, like, and he's just like, it's coming for 15 minutes, it's gonna be fine. And I didn't question him. I didn't think to question him. I just knew that what he was saying was true. Like, I don't know why this is happening. I don't know why 15 minutes. I don't know what's going to happen after that.
I have 2 questions. One, is this rage bait? Is this a video to rage bait people to talk about her? Because by the way, I saw many, like I said, Fat Sajak and Evangelina, who made a video, and also I believe Peter Monn. Yeah, they made a lot of views out of this video here talking about this, and she has 10K. So the matting here. Second question is, has she been reading about the Chapel Road security guard situation? Because I don't know, as soon as she said, the security guard said come in for 15 minutes, I don't know why my mind went there. By the way, I have a video on Chapel Road if you didn't know the situation. And also I saw the response of, I wanted to make a follow-up video, but I was like, I cannot, I will go berserk, so no. So yeah, these were my 2 questions. Let's continue with the, also, again, we started with too fast. Purpose. Okay. I feel like this is rage bait. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe it's just me, I don't know.
I don't know why this person knows that. I just have this instinctual trust and faith in this person that it's just going to be 15 minutes and everything's going to be okay. And then I wake up. I say, I think this was a spiritual dream. My ear starts ringing. I say, Holy Spirit, help me decipher this. Help me interpret this. So,
is the Holy Spirit ChatGPT? I'm sorry, I feel so bad saying this, but it's true, because every time she talks about Holy Spirit, then she takes on ChatGPT. I'm sorry, I don't want to be bad, but it's true. Damn it. Now she's going to say, okay, so I went to ChatGPT. I know that. I know. I feel it. I never saw this video. I'm just watching it through the display of the phone through here. So yeah.
Me at the top of the tower, right? Feeling vulnerable, feeling exposed, looking down at all of this chaos that's happening. It feels like nobody cares and nobody's paying attention. And I see this cop car. The cop car representing the world depending on the world for help. Human beings depending solely on human beings for help. This system that we're all seeing is actually broken in the first place. Trying to do something, desperately trying to get into whatever the danger was in the commons area, and everybody else is ignoring it. What stops him is this wave, and it makes me think of the passage in the Bible where they're on the boat and there's this huge storm and all the disciples are scared, but Jesus basically just tells the waves, like, stop, be calm, and he's like, who is this that even the waves listen to him? So
I'm not even going to read it, but there you go. If you want to read it, you can read. Oh, wait, I'm going to do like this. Wait. Like this, if you want to read it. Because It's ChatGPT, girl. Come on. Also, the cops car, I would say they should represent authority. This to be safe, authority. I don't know. What do I know? Wait, I'm going to turn on the caption again.
When I think about the waves, I think about the power of God, right? And the wave, this power that is so beyond nature, right? Like ocean is just completely able to obliterate this human perception of what we think help is. And then I hear the voice before I see it, before I'm near the security guard, just come inside, 15 minutes, everything's going to be okay. Meaning I could hear it even though I couldn't see it. Meaning everybody was able to hear this voice. It wasn't just me, right? When I turn around and I see the security guard, I immediately am deciphering this as, well, that was God. That security guard, literally, the security is completely calm. He's not screaming, everybody get inside. He's not fear-mongering. He's not trying to pressure anybody to listen to him. He's just standing by an open door, showing you the way and telling you, quick, like that 15 minutes, like that specific amount of time, 15 minutes, quick. It's going to be easy. And then also for me personally, on a personal level, I heard the 15 minutes and I registered as 15 minutes of fame, because something that has just been like an internal struggle for me for a long time is obviously the people who have like capitalized on slandering me and have actually made successful careers. It's hard to continue to like forgive and like let go of that. I hate to admit that, but it is the truth.
Wait, I need to change the position here. My legs. I'm on my bed, by the way. Okay, so 1 second before we get into the victim thing, because I already know where this is going to. Besides this, I want to say that dreams are something that you can. Oh, sorry, I'm so far back. Okay. 1 millimeter. Dreams are something that you can give an interpretation, and also sometimes it's an interpretation based on your experience, your age, your knowledge. And sometimes I think about dreams that I had in the past and stuff like that, and my interpretation changes because maybe I grew up, maybe my mind is in another place, maybe I don't know. So personally, I want to, besides the discourse around the victimization and her saying people are slandering me, I don't like when people just throw around words instead of focusing on why are people, because I know that sometimes people aim at one person, and there are actually channels aiming to just one person and one, I don't know, YouTuber, whatever, and making horrible videos with memes. Right now AI, which is, dude, get a job. So I do not condone that, but I would really like for this kind of people that are always screaming about I'm being cancelled, people are slandering me, I lost everything. Why? Just ask yourself why for 1 second. And even if you don't want to, I believe these people just really don't want to face it because they are scared of not other people reactions, because they can talk about for hours and hours about other people reaction, but they are scared of their reactions, they facing the facts, the proof, the everything that went down for them, and what they did, what they said, and the words and the act, everything. But besides that, I really want to take 1 second to talk about this dream, because I know that dreams are dreams, but I always believe that instead of a religious meaning, I believe that dreams can hold a meaning that is more deep than what we believe. So she's talking about standing on the top of a glass building, let's say, and I want to focus on the glass. I'm not a like a dream. I just want to give my opinion, let's say. Okay, so a glass building, it's a see-through building usually, and it's something that you can look inside, but it also reflects what you're looking through. It also reflects the city. So already from the jump, as soon as she said that, I had a feeling of self reflection, even selfishness, let's say, because it's something that, you know, people look at themselves into windows, into mirrors, to look at themselves. But not only that, she's on the top of this building naked. It's not naked because she does not have something to wear, because then she said, I take my robe and put on my robe. So she has a robe, but she's standing on this building naked out of a choice. Okay, so I see this as showing off to everything and everyone, but also at the same time at no one, because you are on the top of this building, so supposedly you are alone. So you're doing this for yourself, but also maybe thinking, oh, maybe someone will look up and see me here naked. So also here something a little bit selfish, a little bit, you know, voyeuristic, if we can say that. But then the cops. So maybe the cops, the authority, the place where you can be saved and safe. Maybe it was a meaning of somebody that was going to help her. And then this wave of water, this big wave came. And I see at the wave not as godly thing, but as a nature act, B, something that you cannot control, something out of your hands, something that just happens. So maybe you are there showing yourself off, I don't know, dreaming about something and thinking about being looked at, being watched at by someone, and then someone is coming to save you, but this wave of something that you cannot control comes and take it off. This is just on the top of my head. I swear I haven't watched this video, nothing. But as soon as she was talking, something clicked into my head. So this security guard is something interesting, because it's just come inside for 15 minutes, and it's a voice that you cannot place. Like, there's the security guard standing there. He's not bothered. No one is bothered. So something is happening to you. It's I feel it's like a cry for help. In my opinion, I don't know, just on the top of my head, it feels like she's standing there naked, cups down, taken by the water. She's looking around and no one is looking at her. But this security guard who's not even bothered. But there's something that tells her, and maybe it's her own like inner voice. They say, just come in for 50 minutes. Maybe it's like herself protecting herself. I don't know if it makes sense, but in a rational way, not religious way, when she was talking, it felt like something that was a little bit, it was kind of a biopic, I don't know, so a biography or something, of herself, of her situation. Maybe she's in a place where it's just speculation, just my opinion, I don't know, maybe she's thriving, she doesn't care about anyone, she just makes content to make people talk, and she's happy like that. But and maybe, I don't know, this dream, it doesn't even exist, like it no, obviously it doesn't exist, but it never happened in her mind, I don't know. But yeah, And now we are going to hear her talking about slander. Whoop.
I hate to admit that, but it is the truth. It does affect me. Like whenever I'm starting to feel like bad about myself, if I'm having a self-esteem issue, or if I'm feeling just insecure, or if I see something hateful about myself, or whatever it is, like it really does trigger all of this stuff. I hear that 15 minutes and I'm like, okay, wow, like it's almost over. Their 15 minutes are almost up. But then I pulled myself out of that thought right away, where I'm like, I'm applying this dream to just myself and just my own life. Because the truth is, I have no idea what God's plan is for that. I can have hope, I can have faith that these people will like get their comeuppance and that the darkness will be brought to light and that, you know, vengeance belongs to the Lord. But I don't know when that is. I don't know what capacity that is. Like, dude, I just saw, I think yesterday, that Perez Hilton came to Jesus. Like, he was considered the most cruel man on the internet. He completely like destroyed Britney Spears and Lindsay Lohan and all these other women, and he's come to Jesus. He was in the hospital. He had a near-death experience, and he said that God revealed himself to him in a miraculous way.
Again, let's say it together. Let's say it together. Finding Jesus does not excuse your shitty behavior and your deplorable actions. Again, let's say it together, loud, okay? Okay, perfect. Same thing goes with every other religion, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, whatever it is. It does, I don't know, all the gods that he found something, but it does not accuse. What if he can I say kid? I don't know. I will try to beep it. What if he people, and then he went to prison and find Jesus? Can we excuse that? I don't know that in religion like a Catholic religion, Christianity, they say that everything can be excused by but there are the 10 commandments. Come on, let's not pretend that everything excludes the other thing. Come on, let's don't do that. Don't. Okay, we're talking about this guy now. Okay.
With tears in his eyes, and now he's like professing the name of the Lord, right? Like it could be many, many years. I might be on this earth. It might be something that's visible to the outside world. It might not be, but I can trust and have faith that darkness will come to light and that whatever God wants to happen will happen, right? So I pulled myself immediately out of this thing of like, oh, God's telling me their 15 minutes of fame are almost up. I recentered myself on the gospel, which is the fact that this life is 15 minutes. This life is a flash, and after this is eternal protection. And if we listen, if we accept the invitation, come on in, it's all going to be over soon. This open door. He's not holding anybody out. His hands are folded in front of him like this. He's not keeping anybody out. Everybody who can hear his voice is welcome to come inside the door. Some people in the dream were walking through, but the majority of the people were ignoring the voice. They were ignoring the chaos. They were okay with the tragedy that just happened in front of them. Nobody is paying attention except what's going on in their immediate circle with themselves in their own life in that moment. Nobody cares. But if we can just focus on God, if we choose to trust, go through that door and follow the security guard and just believe, then we're all just going to be safe. We have to put our faith in God and God alone, even if we can't see it, even if we don't understand, even if we don't know what questions to ask, and even if we can't find the answer.
I don't remember who, but I'm going to steal this. Not this. This is a light that I will take off for now. Okay, because it's bothering me and I cannot stretch my legs. I don't remember who. Please excuse me because I'm going to steal your phrase, and I really don't remember who. But someone said she's just saying words. See, she's just, and I'm sorry to say that because it's bad. It's really, really bad. But I hear a person preaching right now. I hear someone taking her experiences and place a label onto these experiences, instead of facing the backlash, instead of facing the problems, like, and also you are using a person who slandered, in her words, and ruined the life of many people, many women, uh, women, let's say it. You are using the example of someone like this guy who ruined many women's life, celebrities' life. You're using this example to say, yeah, he found God, he found Jesus. Is this your choice to go through this? Like, it's not something to be proud about. I believe it's like saying the worst person on earth just decided to become a Christian, and they found God, and then I'm happy. No, it's like being blind and ignoring and not hearing and forgetting everything that has been done. This is bullshit, honestly. This is honestly bullshit, and I don't stand by this. And I also believe that she's just preaching, and which is okay. Even YouTube is a public platform, freedom of speech, stuff like that. And I believe that she has people in her audience who are actually interested in this, who are interested in the preaching, who maybe they like her words and her experiences, and maybe they find themselves comfort in that. There's no problem with that, there's no wrong with that, but she's using something which is pretty negative, which is which is funny, because she's using a problematic slash awful person, and she's comparing herself to this awful person. So basically she's saying this awful person who did all these awful things find Jesus, so I'm so happy for them. So you're saying because this awful person did these awful things but then found God, and you find that amusing, we need to look at this person in the same way you look at him and give you the same grace? No, it's not for him, it's not for you. I don't get this. I don't get the label of religion on actions. It's not a free pass, it's not a free ticket for forgetting everything. That's bullshit, honestly. It's a nothing burger.
Sirs, the door is open. The invitation is there. The safety is there. And it's up to us to walk through. So I woke up and I was just feeling so much peace and rest. And it felt like an immediate reward for the decision to fast. Because it was literally like I made this decision. I'd been through this like just spiritual dry spell. And like if you're a Christian, you understand, or if you're in any faith, you understand, like sometimes you feel like you are like this with God. You feel like you're so locked in, you're hopeful, you're faithful, you feel that like you see this bright future, and then sometimes you start to feel a little bit lost. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. Like maybe the things I thought were possible aren't possible. Maybe that's not God's plan for me. Whatever. And it can lead to a dark place where you're feeling offended, focusing on the past, like focusing on hurts, feeling vulnerable, feeling exposed, feeling embarrassed, feeling naked. And then here's God just like, well,
clocked. What did I say? I didn't know about this. But again, I believe that everything she said about the dream too, it's basically a reminder of herself, about how she wants to perceive herself and make herself feel safe. So this is why when she woke up, she felt safe. She felt in a positive mood, let's say, because maybe this is everything. Who doesn't want to feel safe, honestly? But she doesn't feel safe, and I'm really sorry, because every time I talk about her, and I don't care about how much problematic she is, how many shit she's done, she said, whatever. I will never, not even while talking about the worst person on earth, talk about appearances. Never. I myself was into, bullying, and even my mind was bullying me basically on my looks and whatever. And even some days she's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to bully you. But it's not about appearances. We are not here to talk about appearances, to talk about how we perceive someone, talking about looks. We do not care. I am here to talk just about actions, receipt, um, words said, and things done, honestly. So I am really sorry that she's not feeling safe in her skin. I'm really sorry that she dubbed herself. I would, in the TanaCon video, the last one, I believe, there was a clip of her at TanaCon singing, and I laughed because I didn't know that she was there at the event. But then I stopped the video, and you can go back and look, and I don't care. I said she looks gorgeous because she had like blondish hair or whatever. She looked gorgeous. So I do not mess with looks. I do not mess with I don't know, faces, bodies, whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. I just give a fuck about what people do in their lives to be good or bad humans. And we're talking about someone who before, during, I don't know, I don't remember, finding their religious label to place on, she did something really bad, something more than something. But still, I'm really sorry that she's not feeling safe and she's doubting herself. But still, I believe that when you face something, and I'm not even talking about taking accountability, but the fact that she keeps bringing up the fact that people slander her, and there are some cases where it's true, like the guy who smashed the phone and whatever, horrible thing. But even if you don't want to take accountability for pride, public accountability I'm talking about, for pride, for whatever you want to, you feel, but at least take accountability in private and just move on. Just not, do not talk about things that you know, because you know when you did something really shitty, as much as you don't want to admit it, as much as you want to not face it, you know.
Swimming you into like safety and security, because this life is truly 15 minutes. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. I haven't been posting on YouTube. I have like filmed stuff and then I just like don't want to edit it, or don't have time to edit it, or I didn't like the footage, or don't feel passionate about what I said, or like whatever it is. I am coming back because I need to update you on the t-shirt stuff, how much money we raised for that. I promised to let you guys know the $100,000 pledge, where that money went. I obviously want to tell you guys where we spent that, tell you what the organizations, and just sort of what we've been up to. But honestly, I've just been like chilling. We started taking music lessons. That's been really cool. We've just been like going on dates. We had like a singular sunny day, so we just like got into full spring cleaning mode. Like we got a dumpster and cleared out the rest of the stuff that was in the basement and the garage. There's more all of a sudden. There's always more trash, but like not a dumpster's worth of trash. Yeah, we just really wanted to take advantage of like the sunny weather. We went on a beautiful like 10-mile bike ride the other day. That was really great. And I've just been trying to like enjoy my husband. I've been shopping for a vacation. Like, dude, I redid my whole closet. By redid, I mean like really cleaned out and like organized. We built out like this little shelving in here for like coats and winter stuff. And yeah, it's been like just...
Is this just update? Okay. Besides everything, I'm happy that she's feeling like this, that she's feeling, she's just chilling, whatever. Good for you, I guess. People who have, a YouTube channel can do that. So yeah, good.
Just like living life and trying to get home, body, health, mental, all put together, because eventually we're gonna have babies in Jesus' name, if that's his will, whether it's because I'm careful with, you never know who's able to conceive and who's not, right? So like, no matter what, there will be a baby in our life at some point, whether I have a baby, we're fostering, we're adopting, like whatever it is. I just wanted to make sure, and he wanted to make sure, that we have a clean, put together, organized place so that when that time actually comes, it's not like this huge panic and rush to like get everything put together. So that's the summary of what we've been up to. Just, it's so sunny today. Dude, it's like 80 something degrees today. There's like a little flash of sun. It's going to be mostly overcast today, which is kind of like Newcastle in a nutshell. Is like, you just got to capitalize on that weather. That's why I literally instantly just jumped. Like the first sunny day, it was like 70 degrees and sunny. And I just like went out and I was like spring cleaning the porch, just like scrubbing down all the walls, and like I took down all of the, it doesn't matter. I'll show you all of that at some point. Anyways, I just wanted to share that dream with you guys and encourage you in that whatever you're going through, like, it's just a flash, dude. This life, there's gonna be trials, there's gonna be tribulations, but there is an eternal heaven after this, and we're all invited. All of us are invited, but not all of us will hear the call.
Okay, whatever. Honestly, I really like the, besides the religious thing, last thoughts. I really like the take on the taking out all the religious, the take on the, this life is just 15 minutes, because honestly, suffering from thanatophobia, which is something that I do not wish on my worst enemy, honestly. And lately it's coming up also. Usually it comes up, if you don't know what it is, it's, I don't think I can say it to you, but if you want to Google, just Google. It's not funny. Usually it comes up at night, but lately it's coming up during day time, which is fun, honestly, because it's the reaction that I have is like being just paralyzed and thinking and seeing flashback in front of me. It's not, but the side effect of thanatophobia is that you really think and see your life in a different perspective, which is, it doesn't matter whatever you're going through, this life, it's so short. So do your best, put your efforts in, relax, enjoy, take your mental health day or days or week or month, whatever. Take your medicine, drink water, and eventually we are going to all end. So in a positive note. So I really like that take, because besides the religious preaching, it's something that helped me during hard times, honestly. So it's a good take, if we can say. See, I say positive things about her. I say it's besides that, but I take the extracts that I take out of what she says. But besides everything, I don't know. I'm happy that she's happy. I'm happy that I'm not going to talk about the baby stuff. I'm happy that they are talking about the maybe fostering or adopting. That's really, really beautiful. I don't know how I feel about because I know that what we see online, it's not the truth, it's not the reality, so we cannot judge fully a person to be that wants to be a parent. But I can say my opinion that from what I can gather, someone who's still focused on things happening 10 years ago, maybe more, I believe she has many things to work on. I don't know if it's a good place to raise baby. Maybe it is, maybe it is not. I don't know. I'm not a parent. I'm not a mother. I don't know anything about that. I am a parent of a chubby old baby. My dog. But yeah, I don't want to talk about that because that's her choices, and I can just say what I just said, basically. This video felt a little bit rage bait, a little bit honest, a little bit honestly looking out for safety and using religion to find the, which is not bad. People usually are attracted to religion because of the promise of security. Sorry, my legs are hurting like crazy. I'm old. The promise of security and to have a certain type of answer to life, you know, because everyone asks themselves what's after this life, what's the meaning of this life, whatever. So it's a kind of security net religion. It's obvious. So but I really feel that the explanation that and I'm honestly shocked at myself because I didn't expect her to say that this is about herself, like, you know, self-esteem, stuff like that. I really believe it is about that. Self-esteem, the idea of that she has of herself. And usually people talk about projection. It's something that you hear a lot lately. Same thing has happened with narcissistic behavior, I believe you say. But projection is something that it's really a thing, I believe. So in this case, I can't, in my opinion, I'm not a professional at all, but it seems like she's projecting a lot of these insecurities about herself into others, because I do believe that when you are aware of yourself, of your body, of your mind, of your everything, your space, your everything, other people words can bother you, but they will never affect you. Also, if you have, you know, the trick to overcome certain feelings, you know, maybe if one word more than another, it's a trigger, you know how to handle that, you know where to go, you know where to find your place to actually let everything go and just concentrate on you. So yeah, I don't know what I feel about this, Gabbie, honestly. But I really hope that you work through everything. And yeah, this is my thoughts. These are my thoughts. And yeah, we're going to see each other really, really soon. Stay tuned for the next part of TanaCon and let me know if I need to talk, because there's many things. Like, I never watched the series about the conspiracy palette, or the other day popped up the video of the Jake Paul, which series always of Shane Dawson. I never saw this kind of thing, so let me know if you're interested in diving into these things. For me, it would be the first time. So yeah, we'll see each other really soon. Bye.